Hey, all right, everyone. Today's an exciting day. Something showed up. The Haoge, their new lens hood that's supposed to be specifically designed for the Q43. All right, so we'll see if it fits. Really quick, if you don't know the backstory, you can go through my other videos, but really quick, the lens hood that came with the Q43, it's not as deep as this is the Q28 lens hood. Okay, so they made it shallower, so this camera's lens hood, when the camera with the lens hood would match, the 43 will match the same size as the Q28, which was kind of lame, because what happens is you cannot put a standard size filter with the original Q3 43 lens hood. So they kind of took the functionality away from the lens hood by just wanting to make sure it was the same size as the Q3 28. Some people in the forums figured out which ultra slim UV filters would work with the original lens hood. The problem is then you lost macro mode, because if you don't know these cameras, in macro mode, see how the lens comes out? Well, that would bang against the original Q43 lens hood. So what I did was I was able to figure out how to use a Q3 lens hood, an original one, because I had a Q28 at the time. But I see these little putting a couple little pieces of blue painter's tape on here and here in two spots. Then I was able to spin this on, because if you didn't have the tape, this is what happens, just so you know what's going on. So you don't have to search any old videos. If you didn't have that blue tape, if you tried to use a Q3 lens hood, 28 ends up being crooked. See how it's crooked? So with that, me putting these little on the threads, okay, not hurting anything, just a little piece of blue painter's tape, I was able, it gives it tension, so then I could back off the lens hood to about here. And then it wouldn't wiggle like this, because the little pieces of blue painter's tape on the thread gave it tension so it would hold it. So that's what I've been doing for the last 2 months. And then, like, people on the Red Dot forum on YouTube are like, oh, don't put tape on the lens. It didn't hurt anything, and it solved the issue. Because Leica's solution to that was, if you looked in the manual, they're like, oh, well, you want to use a standard UV filter, go spend $200 more and use the round lens hood. Problem with the round lens hood is, one, that thing's ugly to me and I don't like it. Two is it doesn't give us enough protection as this does. And three, it doesn't give us enough shade as this does. So luckily, Haoge redesigned this lens hood, and it's supposed to fit perfect now. So we shall see. Now, they didn't completely design it. What they did was probably the back threads on the back. I put blue tape so I wouldn't remember which one. So I'm looking at them. It's got to be the threads back here. See, there's a little, I don't know if you can see it. See how it looks like it's broken, but that's where it stops it. So they probably moved that. It looks the same. We shall see. So, are they at it one more spin of the threads? Oh, looks exactly the same. So we'll see if this spins on exactly. I haven't done this yet, so I'm with you guys. I hope it does, because then I don't have to worry about using blue tape anymore. But you gotta admit, the blue tape is pretty good. I figured out how to use it. All right, here we go. Okay, it's exciting. Come on, please. Ooh, so far. Oh, it's getting tight. It's getting tight. It stopped. Yeah.
Haoge
Kicks ass. Nice. Perfect. Look at that. Now, here's what you want to know. So now, what you got to make sure is, in macro mode, nothing happens. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfectly fit, lined up. Oh yeah, that's nice. So, beautiful. Now, this is someone, I think someone on the forums has posted something how they're designing a lens hood and they want over $100, like $130 or $40. So this new one from
Haoge.
Okay, I ordered one from them, so it's coming from China or through Amazon, but I guess it's coming from China, so it's still showing up. And then yesterday I looked, and they had one of these in stock. They had a few of them in stock. And as of right now on Saturday, November 23rd at 7 p.m., they have 4 of them left. 4 of these left. So I ordered it yesterday and it came today because I'm a Prime member. So I got it free next day shipping. So if you want one of these, get on it. If not, order from the actual place and it comes from China. Have no worries. This fits perfect. So what they must have done is, see the stop right here? I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll hold it and hopefully it focuses. They must have adjusted that either more or less, probably less, right? So that's like basically here, or they did something on the back part. Now, Leica, how come you couldn't do that? Okay, but hey, this is beautiful. Oh, and this cost, it's a Black Friday sale right now. So this is $36 and I got free shipping because I'm a Prime member. So look at that, perfect. So no more blue tape. Okay, but you got to admit, that was pretty smart figuring out how to use this so I could use the original Q. Q28. If you have a Q28, I would still buy the, what is it?
Haoge.
I would use their knockoff and put your Leica one away so it doesn't get scratched or banged up. Just, I don't know if the Q43 lens hood will work on the Q328 because you need it to spin more than here. So just be careful. I wouldn't buy this new Q43 one for the Q3 because on their website it shows Q3 and Q43. I don't know if this one will work because it's going to need to rotate more for the 28mm threading. But yeah, look at that. Perfect. So no more having to use macro mode. No problem. Perfectly lined up. And it was $36 right now on sale on Amazon. If it's not, I think the first one I bought was $46. I'm going to cancel the order right now because this guy showed up next day. So yeah. So there you go. Shout out to
Haoge
for coming through. That literally, what's it been, 2 months probably since this came out, and they got on it and found a replacement. So I hope they sell thousands of these, you know, to show Leica, why couldn't you have done this? See how easily they did? Leica, go out and buy one of these and figure out how they very simply just adjusted the back of this somehow. Because it's exactly the same as the Q328. Yeah, this is nice. This is great. Best 36 bucks I spent on this camera. All right, so everyone, oh yeah, so this is, I wrote it down. So if you want to know exactly which one it is, don't mind my old tape from the old one. So it's the
Haoge.
But get it for the Q343, and that's the number LHLQ343B. The standard 28 one doesn't have that. I think it's just LQB or something. So make sure if you have a Q343, this is the model number you get. And don't worry about it because it fits perfectly. This is great. Now watch, here's my cap, my Match Technical cap. Now, once again, I have a full-size Breakthrough Photography UV filter. Was it the 49mm? Full size, no ultra slim, nothing. That's the filter I like to use, no problem. No problem with macro mode. And even better, the cap fits. Look at that, perfect. And I know some people have some caps that fit on the inside. It's the exact same. Yeah, it's the exact same diameter on the inside. So your caps, if you have caps that fit here, they'll fit. The only thing they did, it looks like, was on the back here, they tweaked these threads, or I guess they wouldn't be threads, they'd be grooves. Probably this spot. Check it out. If you can see that, see how it stops, like it's almost like it's broken, but that's what makes it stop to where it's supposed to. So what they did was they probably just readjusted that somehow. How Leica gonna do that? Who knows? Whatever. So there you go. Go out and spend one. Like I told you, right now on Amazon, there are, let me refresh this. There are 4 available, and they're actually shipped from Amazon. So Amazon got some from the company from China, because my original order I bought through Amazon is coming from the company from China, so it's still supposed to come next week. I just lucked out and happened to look again because of Black Friday. I'm like, oh, it's on sale. So I just rebought it. I'll cancel the other one. But this came next day. So Amazon has four of these in stock right now. So go get one. Once again, to the company,
Haoge.
absolutely kick ass. You're so badass for getting this made so fast. I hope you sell thousands and thousands of these. Thank you so much for doing this. Later.